Hello, I'm Marc,
I'm Serina.
and we're here to talk about records. We brought a couple records that we like, and we're going to tell you why we like them and why they're cool records, and hopefully you'll like them too. So, we'll start with your record.
I'm up.
You
Okay.
should be the kickoff.
This is a record, as you've known, I got very into the past 2 months,
Okay.
and I discovered a whole new world of Hall & Oates that I slightly knew existed, but I never took the plunge. Abandoned Luncheonette. Is that how you pronounce
Yep.
Luncheonette?
Luncheonette,
Okay.
yeah.
And that was one that ran out of business, and then they dumped it on the side of the highway in Pennsylvania.
Oh, in Pennsylvania.
And then nobody knew where it was, and it became like everyone was obsessed to find it. I would like to road trip to go there.
Maybe it's still there.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, whole album,
Yeah.
absolute fire, 10 out of 10 as well.
Oh, wow. And so what's your favorite song off of it?
I'm gonna have
What's
to
the
go
highlights?
with When the Morning Comes or Lady Rain.
Okay.
Obviously, you've got the hit She's Gone.
She's Gone.
That a lot of people know.
But it wasn't a hit at the time. People don't actually realize that this album was a flop when it came out.
I could see that because I don't remember this cover a lot growing
It
up.
later became, but it later became but it wasn't a big, and people didn't listen to it until they later became famous doing the other Daryl Hall and John Oates thing. You know?
But they have a big variety.
They do, yep. They started off very R&B, but R&B with a, in the 70s kind of way. This is so 70s. It just smells like the 70s. The production style.
Sprinkled with some rock, pop.
Yep.
A lot of it in there.
Mm-hmm. And a little bit of avant-garde, not avant-garde, but like a little bit of like this keyboard music and like weird things happen, like 10cc. I don't know if you know 10cc, but like 10cc. Almost, I don't know. So for me, this, because for me there were two, because She's Gone has been in my head all my life because it was just, it would just be on the radio, and it just a haunting sound and all that.
But there's a lot of variety even on this.
Yep,
they don't all sound like She's Gone. She's Gone is actually, I think,
it's a standout from the rest of it. Yeah, it is the hit, but the rest have a different mood. I would say this album is a little more John Oates than Daryl Hall too. I don't know how the songwriting credits go.
Yes.
When we talk about who's doing the lead vocals, and the stylistically, it might be more of a
goes a little harder rock.
More of a 50-50 than later Hall & Oates would turn out to be, mostly Daryl Hall and a few John Oates songs.
Now if only they'd kiss and make up.
Oh man, it's just tough to, they're not gonna, I don't think. Man, it's tough. These guys have been working together their whole lives, 50-something.
They're making their dreams come true.
Yeah, they should make my dreams come true and play another gig. While they're still on this planet, because Daryl was 76. You should snap out of it, man.
I'll give him a call for you for your birthday.
Daryl's 76 or something like that. He's 78. He's getting up there. I saw him play last summer. And he's all right. He held it up, and I was glad I was there. But you know what would have been better? If John Oates was there, too.
Well, I told you, my friend ran into him buying milk at the grocery store in New York, upstate New York.
No, Daryl Hall used to have a house in Kittery, so people used to run into him around here all the time.
All around.
It's going around. My obscure choice for today, it's just kind of chosen at random, but for very good reasons. Robert Palmer Clues. Now, most people know Robert Palmer, just like you, probably previous to this, as the guy who did the Addicted to Love, Simply Irresistible, 80s hits.
That one. You're addicted to
love. Okay. And just so 80s. But that's just one little thing that he did. And he had a career that spanned from 1970 to his death in 2004 or 5-ish. A lot of... Yes? Good question.
You know what? Finish your thought. I have a lot to say about this.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So, this is his mid-period, the 1980, I believe. What's the date on this? Early 80s. 82 or something. I can't find the date on it. But... he went a little cute. So he started off R&B. On Sneaking Sally Through the Alley record, the backing band was the Meters, and together, the Meters and Little Feat. So Lowell George and Bill Payne from Little Feat, and the rhythm section from the Meters, Sneaking Sally through the alley. It is straight up classic. This is
Never would have connected
no.
Little Feat.
The sound of this thing is distinctly different. He was pioneering. Okay, what was your comment? Yeah.
Well, you know, I discovered this guy like randomly, was sorting through records here, and was like, no way! Because I only know the song Johnny and Mary. If you don't know that song, Johnny and Mary, it's been on repeat. But look at the album. This looks like something current. He was ahead of his time. This looks like something current.
So you thought it was
I thought this was current, and then found it, and then learned all about it.
And like, just because you guys wearing some headphones.
The sound is very current. Johnny and Mary, I thought, was something new.
So sound-wise, he took a lot of keyboards, a lot of sequencing. Some of this was done at home, that kind of thing. That was very uncommon, like done at home, like in his apartment, not like a home studio, but like, and he was looking for something, obviously he was taking some chances, and he was doing, here's the other thing, like I said, like on his first record, when you have the meters and Little Feat backing you up, you don't have to play an instrument. You just got to stand there and sing. He plays a bunch of these keyboards and guitars and stuff on this record because he was making the, so it says Robert Palmer, vocals, guitar, bass, and percussion. So there's only 2 people playing everything on this record, 2 or 3. So he's playing on it a lot, which was unusual for him. So he was searching for a different sound. And then he found it. 2 or 3 years later, Heavy Nova, the idea of combining bossa nova and heavy metal, which is the Addicted to Love and Simply Irresistible kind of thing.
That's what that is.
That was his idea. He called one of his records Heavy Nova. He wanted heavy metal guitars. He wanted heavy metal guitars, but he wanted rhythms that weren't heavy metal. So, all of Robert Palmer, I have a soft spot for. And how I discovered this, there's another story. There was this thing on the USA Network, the cable network, late at night on Friday nights. They had this thing called Night Flight, and you can find the videos on YouTube where they did profiles of bands and artists, and he was one of the people profiled, and I learned a lot about him, and I just dove head first in.
Look at that, what a hidden gem.
Yeah. So Robert Palmer and the band of Luncheonettes, 2 people you've heard of, or 2 artists you've heard of, but this is their B-side, but definitely worth checking out.
Nice.
So thank you.
Thank
you, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.